Hey everybody, Dr. JJ Levine, and today I'm going to talk about the top 5 estrogen foods and products that you're going to want to avoid. If you're a male, you're going to want to avoid these things because an increased or an excessive amount of estrogen will decrease your testosterone level. This will contribute to you coming on with more feminine features or attributes, and it can link to impotence as well as erectile dysfunction. For females, you're going to want to not have excessive estrogen because as you increase your estrogen level, this is going to give you a higher predisposition to hypothyroidism, chronic fatigue, immune problems, as well as certain cancers like breast cancer and ovarian cancer. Young girls, you're going to want to keep these things away from them as well because we're starting to see young girls, preteens, as young as 8 and 9 years old get their first period, which is not healthy. Now, as I cover these 5 foods and products you're going to want to avoid, stay to the end of this video because I'm going to share a food that you should be consuming that's going to help you detoxify this excessive estrogen in your body. So food or product number 1 is soy. Soy, at least in the current form that most people get it in the stores today and in the products today, is one of the most highly GMO, genetically modified crops that we have. And that carries a lot of negative health implications. But also, soy acts like a phytoestrogen, phyto meaning plant, a plant-based estrogen, and it's going to create havoc on your hormonal levels for men, women, and children. So you're going to want to avoid these things. Soy a few years ago got a healthy reputation from Asia, specifically Japan, but the soy that they were consuming, Natto, is a different type of soy. It's a fermented soy that has health benefits, different from what we're getting today. So definitely don't be drinking the soy milks and protein powders made from cheap soy. It's not good for you. So that's food or product number 1. Number 2, you're going to want to stay away from the empty calories of processed sugars. And with that, just the bad carbohydrates. Now, consuming these will increase estrogen levels. Be careful of over-consuming grains. If you want to consume grains, organic, non-GMO sprouted grains are a healthier choice. Now, please note, when I talk carbohydrates, I'm not talking about non-GMO organic fruits and vegetables. I want you to consume those. They're high in antioxidants, they're high in nutrition and vitamins and fiber, and even hydration for your body, and many other positive health attributes. So you want to consume non-GMO organic fruits and vegetables. Number 3, one of the biggest contributors to excessive estrogen in the body is conventional meats and dairy. You go to the normal supermarket and you're getting your milk, your cheeses, your meats. Ladies and gentlemen, these products are loaded with hormones like estrogen, but others, steroids, antibiotics, other medications and drugs. And when we consume those products, they're being passed to us. Of course, if you're not a vegan, if you're not a vegetarian, it's worth spending the extra money and getting grass-fed meat and organic raw dairy products. You know, we were taught when I was a kid that milk was one of the major 4 food groups and it was part of the food pyramid, and milk does a body good. But if you think about it logically, humans, we are the only mammals on the entire planet that consume dairy products after we're weaned and from another animal source other than ourselves. And if that product somehow was supposed to be healthy for us, then they take that product, they homogenize it, they pasteurize it, they radiate it, it sits on a store shelf, they even add things to it. No way that can be healthy for you. You can get your calcium and vitamin D from vegetables and other sources, so be careful of that. Next thing I want to talk to you about is stop drinking liquids or water, for example, out of these plastic water bottles. These are terrible. These plastic bottles have BPA and other things that can leach into the body and increase estrogen levels. You know, when you have one of these, it's even worse if it's been heated. I see so many people while I'm driving, they're drinking out of these in their cars. They're sitting in their cars, they're heating up. Like a greenhouse effect, they leave them in their cars. So don't drink out of plastic water bottles. If you want to have a bottle that you should be drinking out of, get a stainless steel water bottle like this one. This is awesome. It's stainless steel, it cleans up easy. It's not only healthier for you and doesn't increase estrogen levels in your body, it's healthier for the planet. This plastic water bottle that I showed you before is creating havoc on the planet as well as human bodies. Now, Next thing I want to talk about, we're talking here at Asante Organics. We're the home of the Organic Living Company. It's not just about the foods that go in your mouth, it's the foods or products, I should say, that go on top of your body. I'm going to recommend you stop using toxic personal care products, every man, woman, and child, because personal care products are loaded with tons of toxic chemicals that lead to a myriad of negative health consequences. But one of the big contributors that I want to talk about today are the parabens. So as you read your ingredient labels, look out for the word paraben, but look for a prefix that goes ahead of paraben, because companies hide the word paraben behind things like methylparaben, ethylparaben, and so on and so forth. You're going to want to avoid all those toxic personal care products because parabens mimic the effects of estrogen in the human body. Now, you've got yourself a stainless steel water bottle. You're not going to drink out of those plastic water bottles anymore. You're going to get toxic-free personal care products and nutritional products. You're going to avoid soy. So now let's talk about the food that you should be consuming to help decrease, to detoxify excessive estrogen. The food that you're going to want to be consuming is organic, cruciferous vegetables on a regular basis. And some examples of cruciferous vegetables are broccoli, cauliflower, kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts, collards, watercress, and radishes. And by the way, many of those ingredients are already in our Asante Organic Earth Greens. So this is a great product that you want to add to your supplementation. So those are my thoughts for today. Definitely want to decrease excessive estrogen in your body. It's important. It's not only for you, it's healthy for you, but also healthy for the planet. Think about what you're putting on and in your body. As always, I look forward to reading your comments down below and sharing again with you real soon. Bye-bye, everybody.